Yesterday, Helene's remnants brought severe winds sweeping through the region, taking down trees and power lines. Governor Mike DeWine was in southern Ohio today, touring damage in Portsmouth. Thousands of people there, still without power. 10 TV's Carla Rogner has been tracking the effects of this storm. And Carla, what have you heard tonight?
Yeah, Colin, the majority of people here in Franklin County have their power back. There's still about 400 homes here without power, but thousands of people in counties south of here are still without power. That includes Ross County, Pike County, and Scioto County, where the governor toured the city of Portsmouth today. Flooding in parks and streets and trees knocked down by powerful winds. That was the reality today for people in Scioto County, where Governor DeWine and First Lady Fran DeWine surveyed the damage after remnants of Hurricane Helene arrived in the Buckeye State.
So we met with the fire department, with the mayor, other officials, just to kind of talk about what damage they've had down here.
Thousands of people still without power on Saturday, but thankfully no severe injuries.
We wouldn't call this any kind of massive problem, but for individuals, if the water got up to your, up to your porch and the house next door, they said they ruined everything in the garage. I mean, that's a big deal for them.
The storm impacting areas north of Portsmouth as well. In Chillicothe, the security camera caught this massive tree limb falling onto a home across the street.
I can just tell you that we had a lot of flooding. We had a lot of rain in a short amount of time.
In Pike County, EMA Director Tim Dickerson spent the day looking for flooded roads, down trees, and power lines.
And anytime you're dealing with, we've got a couple of our nursing homes right now on power. Our vulnerable population, I'm always concerned about those folks. So we're going to be reaching out to everybody like that to make sure they have, power.
He says residents of a trailer park near Lake White were asked to evacuate when the gates at the Lake White Dam would not open. They are back home now, but he says Red Cross is in town assisting.
And it's going to take the rest of the weekend and probably the biggest part of next week to get all those damage assessments in and get a real good idea on how much damage we actually have.
Governor DeWine says he's speaking with officials in towns impacted by the storm to see if there's a need for the state to step in. And in Pike County, officials say they'll spend the next days to weeks surveying the damage. The EMA director told me he would like to talk to the governor about the potential for aid. For now, live in Columbus, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.